Come around hard to the left. Stop there. G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, then a special g'day to you. I hope you stick around for a while. You have joined us on day 3 of part 2 of our trip along the MundAl track travelling from Perth down to Albany. We've just left Glen Mervyn Dam where we camped last night, and today we're continuing south towards Denmark. The plan is to head through some farming country, then take what I suspect will be a few more bush tracks rather than gravel roads as we make our way into the southern forests. If you haven't seen the first 3 videos, it's worth checking them out before this one. Otherwise, I'll drop a link to the full playlist at the end of this video so you can catch up then.
In the cool night air, Australia unfolds with a beauty so rare. Red dirt beneath us, the outback unfolds. The stories and whispers are ancient and bold. From beaches to deserts and mountains that rise, this land is a treasure, a feast for the eyes. We're rolling through freedom where the gum trees sway, with our caravan dreams lighting up the way. Bush camping by stars in the cool night air, Australia unfolds with a beauty so rare. Every mile is a memory, every turn is a tale. The journey's the treasure, the wind fills our sail. No maps can contain us, no borders confine. The spirit of travel is yours and it's mine. We're rolling through freedom where the gum trees sway, with our caravan dreams lighting up the way. Bush camping by stars in the cool night air, Australia unfolds with a beauty so rare. Every mile is a memory, every turn is a tale. The journey's the treasure, the wind fills our sail. No maps can contain us, no borders confine. The spirit of travel is yours and it's mine. Freedom where the gum trees sway, with our caravan dreams lighting up the way. Bush camping by stars in the cool night air, Australia unfolds with a beauty so rare.
I'm awake now.
We've pulled up at a small camping area on the banks of the Blackwood River for a bit of a break. Regular viewers might recognise this spot. It featured in one of my earlier videos, part of the Road Trip to Nowhere series. If you missed it, check out part 6 for a look at this place in more detail. Now, I'm pretty sure from memory the Blackwood River is the longest permanent water in Western Australia. As opposed to the Gascoyne River, which not Gascoyne, the Murchison, which is apparently the longest river, but it's only got water in it for, I don't know, 30 kilometres or something. The rest of it's only during flood, where this has water all the way almost back through to Kojonup, which is where the river actually starts in Kojonup, and it goes down to Augusta. After a quick break and a walk around the river, it's time to get back on the road. From here, we'll keep heading south, winding our way through more farming land, where the bright yellow canola flowers stretch right across the horizon. It's a stunning sight, and a real reminder of how diverse the landscapes are on this trip as we make our way towards Boyup Brook. Our next stop is at Boyup Brook. Boyup Brook is a classic southwestern country town about 270 kilometres south of Perth. It started out in the late 1800s as a small farming settlement, mainly for sheep and grain, and over the years it became known for its strong community spirit and laid-back rural lifestyle. The town sits along the Blackwood River, surrounded by rolling farmlands, patches of jarrah and marri forests. It's also famous for the Boyup Brook Country Music Festival, which has been running for decades and brings visitors from all over the state. There's a touch of local history here too. You can find murals, heritage buildings, and even a small museum that tells the story of early settlers and farming life. It's one of those quiet towns that really captures the heart of country Western Australia. You can see more of this town in another one of my videos from the Road Trip to Nowhere series, video number 7. We're now passing through the sparsely populated locality of Chowerup. Just farming land, bush and quiet tracks. With only a handful of residents spread across the valley and the tree lines, Chowerup reminds you just how peaceful and wide the country out here can be. And just up here is where you can get a feeling of life back in time. So you drive along through here and yeah, alright, there's no, exciting attractions to stop at, but that doesn't make the road boring. There's interesting things to look at. And then you come across something like this. This place has been here for so long, I don't know whether it's being used anymore, but it's interesting to have a look at. And I mean, you think about it, there's only farms around here, so what went on back in the day when this was built that required them to put a hall here? Was there a little town here or something perhaps? It's just interesting. The hall functioned as a school from about 1923 until 1950. It could have served the district as the hub for social life, dances, sports, film nights and school concerts. Even today it stands as a quiet reminder of how self-reliant and community-minded these remote farming districts once were. The fact that it's got an AED out the front, it's got some new water tanks out the back, there's even a microwave down here and an old stove, so it would suggest that at some point this thing still gets used a little bit. Maybe they do the odd little dance or something out here for the farmers and that. Interesting. Anyway, let's continue on. that was an interesting day. We don't do well at leaving early. We normally get on the road around about 9:30, so we're not really travelling great distances. But we've tried to make up a little bit of time today because we've really only got one night left after tonight to finish doing the last part of it. So we've come down a little bit further than what originally was planned to try and make up a bit of time. So we've come down to a place called Lake Unicup, or Unicup Lake, one of them two. And we jagged it lucky because we're the only ones here, and it's camping here allowed up until the 1st of October. So camping and campfires you're allowed to have until the 1st of October. Then after that you can't stay here overnight. It's just a day use area. It's got a dunny drop over there, and the lake is down there. I'll get a shot of the lake in a minute. And there's a ski boat or something, but I don't know how they get their ski boat into here. But there's a little shed down there where they can get changed, and another little shed there where they can sit and have something to eat, I suppose, out of the heat. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how they get their boats down there. But we've set up here. Jessica and David have set up on that side of the car park. We've set up over here, and we have put our little seats and everything all down here in this little grassy section down here. So we'll be sitting comfortable tonight. Got the fire going, ready to cook some snags up for dinner tonight. It was a little concerning when I looked this one up. I was out back at Whoop Whoop, and you know the internet's a bit slow, so I looked to see any photos, see what it looks like. First photo that came up was this. Now I hate snakes, so that really put me off in the first place, but so far, touch wood, we haven't seen anything, and that photo is 2 years old, so hopefully that one has moved along and hasn't brought your friends back. So that's it for today. We'll set up camp here tonight, and then tomorrow we'll head off. Now most of the trip so far has all been on gravel roads, and not too anything hard. The hardest part so far really has been when we did the power line section before Collie. So, and that wasn't overly difficult either. So most of it's all gravel roads. Now, as I said earlier, it's not that there's anything exciting along the way to see. It's, you know, just looking at the countryside. It's a different way to get to Albany than just travelling straight down the bitumen, straight down to Albany. And I mean, they recommended it's about a 2 to 3 day trip to do this, the way we're doing it. And I mean, we did one bit in one day, the first part of it, and we've been now on the road for Thursday, Friday, Saturday today, so 3 days we've been on the road, and we still haven't gotten down to the more serious, where I think the more serious stuff is going to be. There'll be a little bit of gravel roads like what we've had today, and most of this trip is just normal gravel roads. But I think when we get down towards Walpole and around that area, the roads might get a little bit more interesting, but it shouldn't be anything too serious. Most of what we've done so far you can do in a 2-wheel drive, except we did have a water crossing today, and there's no way in the world you would have got across that in a normal car. So yeah, I wouldn't do this trip in a 2-wheel drive, but it's not a hard trip. Anyway, there's the lake out there. Can you see that one there? So it's quite a decent lake. I have no idea if it's fresh water or salt water. I'm not going to wander down there and have a look. But yeah, that's it. So that's it for today, and I guess we'll see you in the morning.
Boyup Brook and fields of canola go so free. From the forest shade to farmland wide past terrace stand we go, with Chowerup Hall and nunnery in the bush that whispers low. Yellow canola spreads the horizon, sun on gravel roads. Blackwood River breaks the silence where we pause with heavy loads. Controlled burns remind me of the dangers hidden in the green. Yet peaceful downs and camping spots show the best this land has been. Yellow canola spreads the horizon, sun on gravel roads. Blackwood River breaks the silence where we pause with heavy loads. Controlled burns remind me of the dangers hidden in the green. Yet peaceful downs and camping spots show the best this land has been. Soft muddy ruts beneath the wheels, scraping bash plates low, side tracks open and closing, guiding us where we go. Lunch by Harris Dam, thanks to Dev's prepared delight. Then southward again we travel, chasing fading lights. Snakes and stars, the night descends, reflections our way. Easy for the Bigelow bush tracks, camping hearts at play. From Perth-to-Albany, each turn, each sight, each smell. The MundAl track has stories to tell.
Hey, where's your rock, buddy?
Hey, morning folks, how you going? It's the fourth day, I think, of this trip. This is a great camp. The mosquitoes here weren't as many, but they're a bit more aggressive than the ones in the other camps. But we also got a bit of rain last night, so we have decided that we are going to finish this because down south towards Albany the weather's a bit dodgy. There's a strong wind warning and still a bit of rain and that around, so we are going to finish the trip here, and I guess that means that at some point in the future there is going to be a part 3 to this. I don't really know how the people do this in 2 to 3 days. That's the recommended time period for it. I mean, it's not that we've been dawdling, but yeah, geez, they must just drive straight through. Now, as I said yesterday, it's not about the exciting things you see. It's more about just what you're seeing, you know, the countryside. I mean, I was laying in bed this morning thinking about it, and I thought, you know, yeah, okay, we're doing it in nice comfortable cars, but driving down those tracks and things, past all the farmhouses and everything, you know, that would have been a little bit like what it was like, well, at least I think it was a little bit like what it would have been like in the early days of people travelling from Perth to Albany. They didn't have a bitumen road to travel down, so you know, there were no real, not too many towns along the way, and it just, I don't know, I just sort of thought it sort of gave me a feeling of what it was like to travel in the country back in those days. Might sound a bit silly, but you know, yeah, I don't know, that's the way I felt about it. But I mean, it's been a good trip. I have enjoyed it. It is seeing the country, some countryside that I've never seen before, you know, and so I'm pretty happy for that. But yeah, I suppose, as I said, sometime in the future we're going to have to do a part 3. Come down to probably Manjimup, cut across to where we are now, and then continue on down to Albany and do that. But I think that'll be a little while away, because after this trip we get back to Perth, and we're in Perth for about 2 weeks. Got to go back for my daughter's wedding, and then we are on the road again for 3 to 4 weeks. We're travelling around the goldfields area, so that video will be coming up. Goldfields, northern wheat belt area sort of thing, so that video will come along after this one. And then in 2026 we have got another big trip coming, and this will be the biggest distance trip I have ever done with the caravan. So that's coming out, but I'm not going to tell you what it was or what it is going to be. You'll have to wait for that one. So you know what you need to do then is hit that subscribe button down the bottom down there, and give this video a thumbs up as well, because that helps the algorithm show my videos to more viewers, and hopefully get some more subscribers as well. So I hope you enjoyed this little look at easy 4-wheel drive trips out of Perth, and until the next one, happy travels.